good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. Tonight, I'm going to be showing you some of my recent skincare buys. I started following this dermatologist and they were talking about skin cycling. So essentially, if you're not familiar with skin cycling, I think it's a relatively new kind of way to handle your skin. But let me back up. When I use retinol pretty much every single night. However, I've noticed that because I use it so frequently, my skin does build up a tolerance to the retinoid. I use a prescription retinoid, which it's tirazetine. I can never know how to pronounce it. But I've been using that and it's done amazing wonders for my skin. However, I have noticed that my skin has been building up a tolerance. So I've decided to give skin cycling a try. So skin cycling is basically the first night you exfoliate, the second night you do your retinol, and then nights 3 and 4 are recovery nights, which you don't do exfoliation or retinol and you just moisturize. Obviously cleanse all of these nights. So it's a specific routine and you kind of use this mix of products on a daily basis. Since I have acne prone skin, I do exfoliate, retinol, recovery, exfoliate, retinol, recovery. So I actually don't do 2 recovery nights. However, it's recommended to do 2 recovery nights, but I prefer to not have that much time in between my prescription. So I wanted to talk a little bit about skin cycling and what that is and what that looks like in case you're interested. And then about the products that I bought specifically to help for me to be able to do the skin cycling. So first up, this is my face wash. I've been using this one for a while now. I think I've talked about it before. But this is a Korean, very low pH, sensitive skin facial cleanser. So it's a very good mild cleanser. I got this on Amazon if you're interested. So the first step in the first night, so night 1, is cleanse. And I actually wear sunscreen every day, so I'll actually do an oil cleanse first, and I use the julep, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But I do an oil cleanser first to go ahead and get off that sunscreen and any mascara, and then I'll do this as my second cleanser. You should always double cleanse if you are wearing sunscreen, even if you aren't wearing makeup, because sunscreen tends to stay and sink into your skin. So double cleansing with an oil and then following up with a gentle moisturizer is a good thing to do. So I do this for exfoliation night. And then this is the actual chemical exfoliant. And I recently got this. I think I ordered this either from Ulta or Sephora, I can't remember. Whichever one carries this product, but it's called Moon Juice. And it is the Moon Juice Acid Potion Resurfacing Exfoliator. And so, since I recently started doing this skin cycling journey, I don't think you're supposed to put this on a cotton pad. I think you're supposed to just directly apply it. So I literally just open up, and it's got a little tiny hole so it doesn't pour out, but I'll just directly pour it on my face. And then I will pat it in, and then I'll let it sit until it's dry before I do anything else. But this is a chemical exfoliant, so I've talked about this before. I am an amateur dermatologist, unlicensed. But no, I genuinely take skincare so seriously, and I've been like studying skincare since I was like 13. And you'll know if you've seen my other videos when I talk about skincare that physical exfoliators are horrible for your skin. They disturb your skin barrier and actually cause dermabrasions on your skin. So chemical exfoliators are the way to go. They're effective and safe enough to use for your skin barrier. So I cleanse, I use this, and then I just follow up with a moisturizer. And I just got this one. Most of the stuff I just bought, the only thing I had was my cleanser. Everything else is brand new. So this is a shopping haul / information about skin cycling video. Anyways, I really like this moisturizer. It sinks in, and I was using the same moisturizer for months, probably even like a year, and I loved it. But I wanted to give this one a shot, and it is the Skin Fix Barrier Plus Triple Lipid Peptide Cream, and it's good. It's a good what I would consider to be a deep moisturizer, a rich moisturizer, but it sinks in, and so I like to use this one at nighttime. And what I like about this too is that it has a pump where you like press this down, and then it like creates a little pool of product right here. So that's kind of nice. Extra, yes. And then that is it for the exfoliation night. So on night 2, you do the retinol. So you'll do the same cleanse, always wash your face. And then you'll put on a light moisturizer. And I actually don't really do this step because I'm used to retinoids. So you should do it if you're not used to retinoids because they are very, very strong. So you'll do a fragrance-free moisturizer on your dry zones only. So just around, wherever your dry spots are. Mine are typically around like my chin and like mouth area. So in lieu of that moisturizer, I just continue to use my snail mucin essence because that's moisturizing. And then a lot of people don't know this, but before you use your retinol or retinoid, you should always let your skin dry fully before you put it on. So I will wash my face, put all my treatments, whatever I do before my retinol moisturizer, and I'll let that dry for about 20 minutes. And then after 20 minutes, then I put on my retinol because it's actually more irritating to put on retinol on wet skin. And your skin actually does stay wet for longer than, or for up to 20 minutes. So, fun fact. Okay, so anyways, I didn't bring my retinol because it's my prescription one. I've talked about it before. I get it from Apostrophe. So, and then after you put on your retinoid, you'll do the moisturizer. So again, I do this. And then on night 3 or 3 and 4. Or if you're like me and acne prone, you can just do night 3. But that's recovery night. So you'll do your cleanser. And then after that, you'll do your hyaluronic acid. So I just got this. This is the I never know if it's Roche or just Roche Posay Hyla Serum B5, and it's pure hyaluronic acid. It does have a strong fragrance, so I'm not like, I don't love that because I don't really like fragrance skincare, but you should always try to put on your hyaluronic acid on damp skin because it helps bind the moisturizer better. It's really sticky, but it's nice and moisturizing. So hyaluronic acid, it has anti-aging properties, but it's mostly for moisture, and it helps draw in moisture from your surroundings. So it's a humectant. So then after you cleanse and do the hyaluronic acid, that is when you will do your moisturizer. So once again, I use this. And then after that, you will use an oil moisturizer. So I got this one from Indie Lee, and this is squalene facial oil. It's got a really nice, satisfying matte glass bottle. And this is a good oil for people that are acne prone. It's relatively, it is moisturizing, it's an oil, but I don't find that it's heavy, and it shouldn't be comedogenic. Comedogenic meaning clogging pores. And you really only need a few drops of this, because like I said, it's very moisturizing. It is pure squalene oil, so. I feel like in the mornings that I have recovery nights, but the night before, my skin wakes up very glowy because it's all moisturized and plump. Indie Lee. Oh, I should say where I got these from. Either Ulta or Sephora. I can't remember. Ulta or Sephora. Ulta or Sephora. Amazon, I believe. I know for a fact they're also at Ulta. They're at Walgreens too, so they're pretty much everywhere. But yeah. I might have got this off Amazon too, I don't remember. I get a lot of things on Amazon, so it's hard to remember. But pretty much all of this came from Ulta, Sephora, or Amazon. Okay. So that is the skin cycling itself. So those are the kind of 3 or 4 nights of that, and so you just repeat that schedule. So after you're done with the recovery nights, the following night you would start over and do exfoliation again. So there is some information online. There's a chart and stuff if you look it up. And then during the days, you do the same thing every single day. So always cleanse. Now for me, I don't wash my face with cleanser in the morning. I know that's like, you're probably like, what? I rinse it thoroughly and then I put on a toner. So I kind of use a toner to clean my skin, but my skin is very clean when I go to bed. I don't think it gets that dirty in my sleep. I wash my pillowcases often, so I rinse it, and then I'll use a toner on a cotton pad. And I was just giving this one a shot. This is the Laneige Cream Skin Toner and Moisturizer 2-in-1 formula. They're a relatively popular brand, and I just wanted to give this a shot. I got this from Sephora, and I like it so far. looks like milk. I think that's the point though. I don't know if I should shake that up. So, while that is still on my skin, when I rinse my face in the morning too, I leave it a little bit damp, and then I'll do this. And then immediately, while my skin is still damp, I'll put on the hyaluronic acid. Because like I said, this should be going on damp skin. So then typically, once I have all that on my face, I will go make my coffee or do whatever, and kind of let that dry fully. And then once that is dry, I will put on vitamin C serum, and I actually just got this for the skin cycling thing. This is part of the daily, the day part, morning part of the routine, is adding a vitamin C serum. Now, the problem with vitamin C serum, trying to find a good one, is that it's very, very hard to keep vitamin C stable. It often becomes useless because it's not in a stable environment, whether that be the container, the type used, the formulation. But anyways, this is a really good brand and it's relatively affordable. It's a very high concentration of vitamin C. It does not bother my skin at all, and I have pretty sensitive skin now that I use retinoids. So this is a very good one. This is by Covey, Covey. And this is just the vitamin C serum, and it's stable. All of the products I got from recommendations from that dermatologist, so they should be good ones to use for skin cycling. Also, this wasn't very expensive compared to other vitamin C serums that I saw. This was about $50, I think, which, you know, comparatively is expensive to just in skincare in general. But I see a lot of skin or vitamin C products that aren't even stable and are not as quality types of vitamin C that end up selling for like over $100. So I found this to be a pretty good deal, honestly. So yeah, once my skin is dry, I will put this vitamin C serum on, and then I'll just kind of let that set for a couple minutes before I do anything else. And then after that is moisturizer. And I should clarify too, I always use an eye cream, but that wasn't new in the shopping haul, so I didn't bring it. But I've been using the Biossance eye cream, and I like it so far. I think I actually have that in my other video, but I use that day and night. So, and then for moisturizer, I got this La Roche-Posay. Once again, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name. Like I said, you can get this from Ulta, Walgreens, Amazon, but this is the Double Repair Face Moisturizer. And this stuff's nice. It's really nice, and it's not expensive. This brand in general is not expensive, and they're a very good brand. I think they're French. Yep, yeah, they're a French brand. I don't trust a lot of American skincare. I love Korean skincare and European skincare, but Americans have like not the best ingredients. So also, this is so tingly. But it has ceramides and niacinamide, and ceramides help to restore your skin barrier. So this is like my day moisturizer. I like to give myself a day moisturizer and a night moisturizer because I'm obnoxious. It's not necessary. You can have the same moisturizer day and night as long as it works for your skin. I just like that. I have to say, if you're just getting into skincare, this is a really good brand to just dive into. They make good skincare for all skin types, and I found that it's all very gentle, but effective, and at a good price point. So if this is all super overwhelming for you, that's totally fine. I'm just like a skincare nerd and am constantly obsessing over skincare and ordering way too many products. So yeah, if you're looking for somewhere to start, I would start with a cleanser from them and a moisturizer, and that's gonna do you wonders. But if you're ready for the big guns, that's what this whole video is. So yeah, that's the moisturizer, and then that's pretty much it except for sunscreen, because we need sunscreen, you need sunscreen, I need sunscreen, everybody needs sunscreen, I don't care what you say. I've been using the Apostrophe sunscreen, which is who I get my prescription retinoid from. But I did just get this little cutie, Shiseido. I think this is a Japanese brand. Shiseido, I don't know. But I got this, I picked this up from Ulta, and I haven't tried it yet, but it comes with a lot of good recommendations. I especially don't trust American sunscreen. Apostrophe is good because, like I said, they make prescription retinoids and other prescription skincare. And they make a good sunscreen, but American sunscreen is trash. I prefer Asian sunscreens, Japanese and Korean sunscreens, but this is Japanese and it's a clear sunscreen stick. If I can open it. It looks like a mini deodorant, and I love that. It looks like a glue stick, kind of, or a deodorant stick. And you just glide it all over your face. And it is SPF 50, water resistant for 80 minutes. And it's the Shiseido Clear Sunscreen Stick Synchro Shield Wet Force X Heat Force. I'm going to Florida soon to go to Walt Disney World, and so I wanted a sunscreen that I could put over my makeup, because the Apostrophe one that I use, the just cream, whatever you call it, liquid sunscreen, I always put on before my makeup and then I put on my makeup. But obviously I'm going to be in the sun all day, so I wanted something that I could put on over my makeup that wouldn't ruin my makeup. And apparently this is a really good one. So I haven't tried it yet, so I can't say for myself, but I saw so many reviews of people comparing this to other over makeup sunscreens, and you can slide this one on even if you have foundation, and it doesn't have that much transfer. So hopefully it's good, and it's also a good size for me to bring. So to pack, you know what I mean. So yeah, that is the new products that I got and skin cycling as a whole. And I'll just kind of read to you once again the skin cycling in case you want to like write it down. So the cadence of the entire skin cycling thing is: day 1 is exfoliation, day 2 is retinol, day 3 is recovery, day 4 is recovery, and then you just keep repeating that. And you can keep a calendar if you need to. If you're acne prone, you can skip the last recovery day. So you can do exfoliation, day 1, retinol, day 2, recovery, day 3, and then start over. That is what I do, and it seems to be working okay. So every single day in the morning, you'll start with a cleanser, and then you'll do your hyaluronic acid, and do that on damp skin. And then you will do vitamin C on dry skin. So once the hyaluronic acid has dried, I give it a couple minutes typically, and it's fine. And then put your vitamin C on. And then follow that with a moisturizer. And then put on your sunscreen. Do it. And then when you get into the nights, so the exfoliation night, cleanse, chemical exfoliant, moisturizer, and eye cream day and night. Retinol night, night 2, cleanse, fragrance-free moisturizer on dry zones only. If you need it, it's optional. Retinol, moisturizer. And then on your recovery nights, nights 3 and optional night 4, cleanse, hyaluronic acid on damp skin, moisturizer, and oil. And oil, you can use squalene, jojoba, or sunflower seed. I wouldn't recommend sunflower seed. That's a very inflammatory oil, so I probably wouldn't do that one. But if there's a certain oil that you like to use, I'd probably just stick with that one. But just a few drops just to kind of like balance out your moisturizer. So that is skin cycling. And if you have any questions at all, I love to pretend that I am an esthetician. So please ask me questions. But no, seriously, I do a ton of research. I care a lot about skincare. I always say that, like, if I didn't do what I do now, you know, when you look at like the things you could have done in life, I definitely would have been a dermatologist or an esthetician. I even seriously considered going to school for it. But it's a lot of school for dermatology. But I love all things skincare. I hope that you enjoyed this video. And yeah,